Welcome to 60 Plus Strong. I'm Markesha and I am your instructor. Today I'm going to do a special barefoot session for my beautiful barefoot ladies who are unfortunately not being able to join me for face-to-face classes currently. Today's session will focus on feet. We're going to strengthen through your feet. So if you haven't done a barefoot session before, take it nice and slowly. Be mindful that later on throughout the day, if you've been moving those feet, you may have a little bit of pain, so a little bit of ice is perfectly fine. You will feel the discomfort. If it doesn't suit you, please stop class, go back to the barefoot sessions that we've already run through and start working out really slowly. It is hugely important to have strong feet to be able to help you with your balance and stability. So everything does come from the ground up. It'll make you feel 10 times better having those feet barefoot, working through and strengthening the feet and the rest of the body. With today's session, if you have a slider, we are going to use a slider. We're also going to please grab a hand towel and or a tea towel that you can fold up, as we're going to use them a little bit later on. And we are going to start with our balls first to roll out your feet. So with your balls, if you have a massage ball, we are going to use a massage ball if you're at that level. If you are starting out new, please use a tennis ball or a softer ball. You can also stay seated on your chair. So as you progress through, your foot will get stronger and you can move through to that lacrosse ball, massage ball. First thing we're going to do is pop that ball down. As always, if you're needing a chair to help with your balance and stability, please grab one. If you're okay and you've moved through, we're going to stand up, tucking through that core again, always nice and tight. So low down, pulling in. Stabilize through the foot, so it's the base of the heel, base of big toe, and the base of pinky and your digits down. And we're going to start rolling the foot first through your heel. So the ball of the foot is down on the ground and we're just going to roll side to side. So we're loosening these feet up. If we have them restricted in shoes, your foot is tight. So again, this is a very slow process as we come through to rolling the feet and loosening them up. So we're going to tuck through that core, please. When you come to the base of the arch, so if I come sideways, we're at the base of that arch, we're going to put direct pressure straight down. So I'm just going to come forwards again. Now really make sure we do keep that postural line through. We keep the core tight, pressure down. Now everyone's going to have different pressure. The one thing that we're looking at is not a cringy face. So if you are in pain with that pressure down, back your pressure off. And again, over time, you can increase the pressure as your foot becomes more movable. We're keeping nice and tight, please. And again, let's now move that ball to the middle of your arch. So as we come back up, and again, direct pressure straight down, tight through the core. Nice breathing through. So as with our normal stretches, when we're releasing, nice deep breathing will help you release through. Going to now release and come to the top of the arch and put that pressure straight down, please. So we're tucking that core in again. And taking our nice deep breaths. Okay, we're now going to bring that ball forwards and backwards through the foot, so through the arch. So we're just moving forwards and backwards, nice rolling out. So regardless, massaging through these feet with your ball is a lovely way to start and finish your day. It's great to bring some circulation through the feet. It's great to also loosen them up. I'm going to take a deep breath. Now going to put your heel down and we're going to bring the ball under the toes and just roll that foot side to side. Again, really tight through your core, holding onto that chair if you're needing to. Now, as we go through, we're going to roll the ball side to side through the arch, down to the base of the arch. So just making note, if we've got any pressure that we're feeling through, you may want to come back a bit later and release it a little bit more. Back to the top. And I'm just going to come back to rolling forwards and backwards again, please. Just going to keep it nice and tight again through the core. Now we're going to hold on to a chair if you're needing to. Raise the foot up and we're going to take a circle through the ankle and circle it back through in the opposite direction. We'll take a deep breath and we're going to bring the foot down and take a little bit of a march through, please. Now we're going to come to the other foot now. So the ball of your foot is down. We've got the ball underneath your heel and we're just rolling side to side. Very small, slow movements through. We'll just bring it now to the base of your arch and again, pressure directly straight down, tight through core, nice deep breathing. Okay, and let's bring the ball to the middle of the arch and put your pressure straight down again. Okay, let's bring to the top of the arch and put the pressure directly down. Again, no cringy faces. And let's just now bring the ball forwards and backwards, please. And we're going to keep it nice and tight through that core again. Bring the heel down and roll the ball side to side, first underneath the toes and progress it down through the arch, please. And we'll just roll it back through, back up to the top, underneath those toes, and we'll come back to forwards and backwards. So just going to now tight through, hold on to chair if we need to, bring the foot up and circle through the ankle and back in the opposite direction. Deep breathing and foot going down. First thing we're going to do now is grab that ball and pop it to the side. So just come back now into a march through, again keeping nice and tight through the core, flat through our rib cage. Take your deep breath and we'll take our box step, coming out with our right, left, right, left. Nice deep breathing. And marching through, please, let's take out your left, right, and left, right, left, right. And let's just march that one back through. So nice and tight through that core, please. I'll get you to bring a knee tap up. So just raise that knee, holding onto the chair if you're needing to. And we're going to bring down and shake through your legs. I'll get you to grab your sliders now. We're going to come beside the chairs if you're needing to. Take some movement through the hips. So if we have that slider, we have the shiny bit down if we're on carpet, if we're on tiles and or wooden floor, black part down. Sliders I grab off eBay and you generally get two for around $10. So have a look. These are one of my favorite exercise tools. So grab one if you don't have one. If you're at home, get creative as to have a look at what you may be able to use to slide out. Now with your slider, we are first going to slide out to the side. If you're using the chair, it is right beside you. Please stack shoulder, hip, knee, foot. Relax through that knee. Now really stabilize through your foot, so the base of the heel, base of big toe, base of pinky, and the digits are down. So that will keep our nice alignment through that body as we slide out to the side. So using your glute, using that hip, exhale out and in. So it's nice and slow, controlled, in. Find a focus point in front, so we're keeping a nice postural alignment also through that neck. We're going to bring that one in and come into your 45-degree slide, please. So again, tight through that core. Hips are staying parallel, chair if needed. As you slide back, the foot goes into a 45-degree angle. Our core is nice and tight. So we're really working through the glute. And we're going to bring that in. We're going to tuck our core in, please. And this time we hinge through. So if we're needing to pop that chair in front, please do, as you slide the foot back. So we're using the glute to move that slider back. So moving through the leg, connecting through from the glute all the way through to your big toe. So focusing on your breathing. Exhale out. And taking a deep breath, let's pop that heel down, please, as we come to the other leg. So again, bring your body up nice and tall, stacking shoulder, hip, knee, foot down. We're stabilizing through the foot, so the base of heel, base of big toe, base of pinky, digits down. Relax through knee, tight through core, chair is to the side. As we exhale and we slide out to the side. So connecting from the glute through the leg. We're going to bring that one back in now and take your 45-degree slide back, please. So slide back in. So nice deep breathing. And let's bring in, keeping tucked through again, slight hinge through as we slide back and back in. So exhaling out, squeezing through glute, pointing out through that toe. So really using the whole of your leg. Let's get that connection, mind-muscle connection through. And bring back in, heel down. We're going to bring that body up nice and tall, and we're going to take our quarter circles and our half circles, please. So again, stabilizing through that foot, relax through the knee, tucking your bottom under, keeping our core nice and tight. Chairs are to the side. We come out to the side first, quarter circle back, and bring that leg in. So nice and slow and controlled, we're helping loosen these hips up. We're going to now take it into a full half circle, so around in front and back. So all the way around, straight through to the front. So the connection's coming through the whole of the leg. And we're going to now bring that slider into the middle, please. Tuck through that core as you slide the foot back, and we circle around in the opposite direction. So wanting to keep the body as still as we can, so we are just generating the movement through your hip. Progressively over time, this movement does get bigger if you're finding that you're not being able to move the slider through the hip and very far. So it's one of those exercises that if you persevere with, it will make a lot of difference. Bring it down, heel down please. Coming to the other side again. Popping the chairs to the side, stacking through shoulder, hip, knee, foot down, stabilise through the foot, so the base of heel, base of big toe, base of pinky, and drop the digits in. Relaxing the knee, tighten through core, out to the side and the quarter circle back please. Focus on your breathing. So finding a focus point in front of you if we can to keep that postural alignment through your neck. Taking a full half circle through now, so bring the foot out in front. So focusing on your breathing. And let's bring it into middle, please. Take your deep breath and reverse back and around in front. And let's bring it in and pop that heel down. So taking a deep breath, please pick your slider up off the floor. Again, popping that one now to the side, and I'll get you to please come into a side to side step. So just keep it nice and tight through the core. Let your arms hang and swing nice and freely by your side. And we're going to bring our little march back through, please, and again, tuck through your core as we come into your box step, and we'll take your right, left, right, left. And bring a little march back through, please. Now taking out your left, right step, left, right, left, right. And just bring our march back through, please. Keeping tight through that core, we'll also bring a heel tap through in front. And let's take a toe tap behind, please. And we're just going to bring it up and shake those legs. Now get you to go grab yourselves a little drink. When we come back, we're going to do some toe manipulation, so big toe manipulation and working through those toes. You can come down onto a chair. If you prefer to come onto a couch, please do. Some people will go down onto the floor. So find a position where you're comfortable, and I'm going to see you back here very shortly. So we're down on our chairs and or the floor, and what we're going to be doing is some manipulation through your big toe first. So we're going to hold the base of the knuckle, and the first thing we're going to do is just take your big toe in a small circular motion. So it is important that we get some mobility through this big toe. It affects how you walk. You may have had shoes when you were younger that were pointy, so potentially bunions are starting and or are there. We're wanting to move this big toe and get as much movement through as we can. So these exercises can help correct those issues. We're going to circle it back in the opposite direction. So very small controlled movements. Again, if you're feeling any pain, just back off on the exercise. Go back to the barefoot series and start from the beginning and work through nice and slowly. You're going to take a deep breath in, and again, holding onto that knuckle, just pulling the big toe straight up and straight down. So just creating a little bit of movement in between those joints. Focus on your breathing always, so nice and controlled breathing. Now I'm just going to release that. Again, nice deep breath. As I come through, I'm going to put my fingers in between my big toe and the second toe as we pull the big toe in towards your body. So again, bring it in, hold for a few seconds before you release it out. Focusing on your breathing. Okay, we'll take a deep breath in now, please. Now with your big toe, we're going to take it forwards and backwards. So adjust, again, very small movements to start. As you progress, and or you may already have that mobility through the toe, it's just backwards and forwards through the joint. Now we're going to take our deep breath, please, and we're going to start moving the toes back and forward. So we're going to go the big toe, second toe, and moving them backwards and forwards. So we're alternating those movements through, and we're now going to come down to your second and third toe. So bring it forwards and backwards. And we'll take a deep breath in again, please, as we bring down to your third and fourth toe. So these are exercises that we ideally like to do a few times a week, getting that mobility through the feet. Hugely beneficial for you. Will definitely increase your balance and mobility. And let's come down to the fourth and your big toe, please. And just again, keeping the focus on your breathing. And we're going to move those back up now. So let's come back up to the third and the fourth, backwards and forwards. And let's come up to the third and the second, please. And take the deep breath as we come back to the second and your big toe, forwards and backwards. We are now going to link our fingers in between these toes. So we're going to link them in as best you can. This may take a little bit of time for it to get easier if your toes are all squished up. With this one, we hold midfoot, please, and just take a circle through. So very small circular motion through that foot. Back in the opposite direction, please. And we're just going to wiggle it side to side now. We're going to hold onto your foot and take a movement, a rotation through the foot. So rotate around. And now we're going to just bring your fingers up through the front. So massaging through the front of your foot, pulling up towards the big toe, up to your toes. And just come now into your ball, into the arch of your foot, and give yourself a little massage through there as well. So just continuing to loosen these feet. Now take a deep breath in, please, and we're going to bring that foot down. So you may want to give the leg a little bit of a wiggle and a jiggle out as that hip maybe get a little bit stiffed. We're now going to come to the other side, please. So foot's going to come up again, holding on to the ball, the base of your big toe, and start with your circles through. So again, let's bring our focus in on your breathing, nice and controlled. And we're just going to circle back in the opposite direction. We'll take a deep breath in now as we pull the big toe straight up and down. So if you look down at your feet, you tend to find that you can get the movement a little bit easier, trying to get that coordination through from the brain down to the foot. We'll take a deep breath in, please release that, bringing the fingers in between the big toe, and we're going to now pull that big toe in towards your body. And let's go into a forwards and backwards movement now, please. So forwards, and backwards with the big toe first. We'll take our deep breath through, please. Now we're going to start moving it forwards and backwards with the big toe and your second toe. So we alternate back and forth. And we're now going to start moving down, please. So let's go the second and the third toe forwards and backwards. And let's move back down, please. Third and fourth. And breathing again, deep breath through as we come down to the fourth and the fifth, forwards and backwards. So start moving back up, please. Let's come back up to the fourth and the third. And coming up to now the third and the second, again forwards and backwards. And up to the big toe and the second toe, forwards and back again. Taking that deep breath in, let's hold midfoot, please, and link those fingers into the toes. As we are holding midfoot, we're now going to take those circles through your feet. So nice and controlled through. And let's take it back in the opposite direction. And side to side, please. So a little bit of a wiggle through. I'm going to release those fingers out, holding onto that foot and taking a little bit of a rotation through. And let's now bring those fingers through the front of your foot. So moving it through, nice little massage through the feet. And taking hold of the foot and just giving it a little bit of massage through the arch, please. And take a deep breath in and we'll release that foot and pop it down, and again a little bit of a wiggle through the hip if we're needing to. Now we'll get you to come up off your chairs when you're ready. I'll just pop mine to the side. You may need that chair to help with a bit of balance and stability, so just have it by your side. We'll just come into a little bit of a march, please. Kick through your legs, and I'll just get you to take your hips side to side. And let's take a circle through the hips. Back in the opposite direction. And take your deep breath through. Now we're just going to shake those legs, and again, come now into a march, please. I want you to stabilize through the feet. And we're just going to see if we can create the balance and even balance through both feet first. I'm going to also get you to please check down at your feet and just have a look at how they're tracking. So if we are going forwards, if we've got one slightly out, one going in. So it gives you a little bit of an indication of what may be going on with those hips and where we may need to strengthen through. Ideally, we're wanting to keep that postural position when we come into a straight position. So it's shoulders, hips, knees, feet are directly underneath and they're pointing forwards. We have got an even balance through the feet, so both feet are balanced on the base of the heel, the base of the big toe, base of the pinky, and your digits are down. We've got those knees out, so that's keeping these glutes switched on. We're going to tuck through your core, please, and I'll just get you to march through again, and we're now going to come into a position where one foot is in front of the other. I'm going to keep it tight through the core, stabilizing through both of your feet. And we're going to raise the big toe on the foot that's in front. So you may need to look down at that foot to get that coordination through. So the foot-eye coordination and getting that connection through that whole body. I'm going to take a deep breath in, please. As you exhale, we're going to pop the big toe down and raise the small toes up. Now, when we raise the small toes, we're not rolling the foot. We are raising the toes up. So this may take a fair bit of time to get this movement through. I'm going to take the small toes down, big toes up, please. Big toe down, small toes up. Again, keeping that core nice and tight. Small toes down, big toes up. and we're going to come into a switch where we go a little bit faster. So when I call switch, we swap big toe, small toes up, and we're just going to go switch, switch, switch. So deep breath, tuck through, and let's switch. Switch, 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 and switch. Big toe is up. So let's take our deep breath, come back to the march, please, and we're going to swap your feet. So again, tuck through, foot's in front. Nice deep breath and raise your big toe as you exhale up. So let's see how the coordination goes with the different feet. Small toes down, big toes up, please. Sorry, big toe down, small toes up. Again, tucking through the core, small toes down, big toe up. Big toe down, small toes up. Small toes down, big toe up. One more time, switching it through. So big toe down, small toes up. And bring those small toes down, raise the big toe up. And we're going to come back to your switches, please. So tucking through that core, take your deep breath in, and we'll switch. Switch, 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 and switch, and the big toe should be up. So let's now come back into our march, and we're going to coordinate both feet together. So coming again, just stopping, checking the positioning if we're needing to reposition. So our feet are both facing in front. Tuck through your core, please. Take your deep breath in. As you exhale, raise your big toes up, keeping that core in nice and tight. Now we're going to put the big toes down, raise your small toes up. Small toes down, big toes up. Big toe down, small toes up. Small toes down, big toes up. And now we're going to just add a little bit of work for the side of your legs, please. So keeping your deep breath in, we're going to put the big toe down. We're going to raise the small toes up and just lift the outside of your feet. Make sure your knees stay apart. Keep your core tight. Okay, put those big toes down, small toes down, and raise the big toe up again. Take the deep breath in, big toes come down, raising small toes, and take the outside edge of your foot slowly off the ground. And put those small toes down, please. Big toes up, and again, keeping tight through that core. Bring the big toes down, raise the small toes, and just take the outsides up slowly, not rolling the whole foot. Keep the balance and coordination through from the glute, through the knees, through the feet. Keep your postural alignment through. Let's put those small toes down, and again, raise your big toes up. So take your deep breath, big toe down, and let's just take a march again, please. We're going to come back into a position, so stabilize straight through, and let's get the even balance through. Base of heel, base of big toe, base of pinky. Digits are going to drop straight down into the ground. Now we're going to take a deep breath. This time, as you exhale, push those toes down further into the ground, so it will help build a little bit of strength through your arch. Again, we keep tight, and then we will relax. So take your deep breath in first, please. As you exhale, drop those digits straight down, so we're not clawing up, straight down, creating that movement through. And release, please. Again, take your deep breath, and as you exhale, digits are going down into the ground. Nice deep breathing. And let's release. Take a deep breath in, reset the feet if you're needing to. Again, deep breath, please. As you exhale, digits are coming down. And we'll take a deep breath now, and we're going to take a march and again a shake through those legs. So let's just bring a heel tap through in front. Now we're going to come into some calf raising work. So with the calf raises, I will get you to now grab your tea towel and or hand towel. We're going to make sure that's rolled up. Now we'll grab ourselves another little drink, and I'm going to see you back here for some calf work very shortly. Okay, so when we come to do your calf raises, I've got this lovely table in front of me so you can see my feet. You're behind your chairs, we've got something to hold on to. With your folded up piece of towel, Pop your big toe on, and we're going to get the base of the knuckle on. So as we come into the calf raise, it'll allow us a little bit more movement through that calf up onto toes and coming back down. So it's very nice, slow and controlled. Now again, when we are doing all our exercises, we're keeping that postural alignment. So if you're finding that your heels are going in, try to track them out for this calf raise specifically. We're keeping that core tight. It is parallel to the chair, so as we raise straight up and straight down, we're keeping this alignment through where the body's coming up, we're using the feet, we're using the calf muscles, and back down. So up and hold, slowly down. Up, hold, and slow down. Up, hold, slowly down, bringing up and holding, and we're going to pop those heels down, please. This time we're going to turn your feet out so the heels will come together. We are tight again through your core. They are parallel to your chair. We're going to exhale up onto toes and back down. So if you've got a little zipper, you're going to imagine that is right up between your thighs. That is pulling through as we come up onto your toes. So really squeeze up and back down. Exhale up and down. Exhale up and down. Exhale up, and we're going to bring that one down. This time we're going to now turn your toes in slightly. So we're going to keep it again nice and tight through your core, and we exhale up onto toes and back down. Exhale up and down. Exhale up and down. Exhale up and down. Exhale up and down. Exhale up, and I'm going to get you to bring it back down, and we're going to step back and take a little bit of a shake through. Now when we have that there, we're going to feel those calves work even more. So if you need to drop your towel out, please do. Now we're just going to take another little shake through. Now we're going to come back in to your calf raises, and this time we're going to take a different timing of the calf raise. So again, if you need to move that towel out, please do. Please stop when you're needing to. We're going to keep it nice and tight through core, holding onto your table and or chair. We're going to raise up nice and slowly, drop back down. So you just follow along to my count. Deep breath, tuck through. So we're raising up, 2, 3, 4, and come down. Come up, 2, 3, 4, and down. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down. Up, 2, 3, 4, and let's bring down. And now we're going to change the movement through, and we're going to come straight up and slowly down for 4. So down, 2, 3, 4, up, 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 down, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to bring that back up now, and we're going to take a transfer of weight. So taking your deep breath, bring your foot over and rest it behind your calf. And we're going to transfer back. So the other side and up and over. Taking your deep breath, coming to the other side. And transfer of weight over and up. And one more time, please. So take that down and come up. And to the other side and bringing it up. And we'll take a deep breath. Back to the middle and dropping your heels down. So again, take a step back and take a little bit of a shake through. Now we'll just come back in with your feet to the side. Again, heels are together, and we're going to tuck your core in, and we're going to take these in our slow counts too. So really tight through that core, please. Take your deep breath in, and we exhale up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 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 and up, 2, 3, 4, and bring that one down. So let's bring it straight up, please, and come down, 2, 3, 4, up, 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 down, 2, 3, 4, and let's bring up and hold, please. Take a deep breath and raise your heels. So bring your heels down to the floor, and again, let's shake that through. Now I'm going to get you to just pop your chairs to the side, please, popping your tablecloth and or hand towel away, and we're going to come back for a little bit more movement to finish up today's session. I'm just going to get you to come back to a side-to-side step, please. We're going to keep that core nice and tight. Keep the arms hanging nice and freely by your side. I'm going to get you to now bring our march back through, please, and let's take our box step out again. So let's take your right, left step first. Right, left, right, left. Focus on your breathing. And let's march back through. Let's take out that left, right step, left, right, left, right. And march through, shake through. Now we're going to come to a position within your space that you're using, and if you have a wooden floorboard, you may have a crack in the line, or maybe carpet squares. We're going to do one of our little favourite exercises that we have in class that everyone loves to hate, which is walking a line. So very simply, your body is up nice and tall. We're tucked through your core. You bring your heel through to toe, and we walk, keeping that head up as best we can to help move through these hips, creating the balance through your body. So we tuck through your core, you walk forwards, and then when you're out of space, walking it backwards. So we're keeping it nice and tight through, movement through. So nice and slow, and again, let's go back in front. So very slow movements. Progressively over time, we're trying to get those feet again closer together. So it's a movement through the legs, through the hips, that get restricted over time because we stop using those hips. When we were kids, you would see one of the little side walls, small little piece of wood, and most often we'd jump up and walk along and hold the balance. As you get older, it's something we stop doing. So the hips stop moving as freely as they should. So we're just going to try and create a little bit more movement. As we come through now, please bring a high knee up, and we take through in front. So again, it's challenging your movements, keeping your body moving in different planes, different directions, and bring that, now bring it backwards. So again, if you're not comfortable ever going backwards, you just take your steps forward. Have a wall near you if you're wanting to try. With that wall, you will notice over time it does get better, and you would be surprised at what you can do. So let's just take that back in front again, knee up, down. So it's getting the movement through, tight through the core, and taking your steps back. just going to shake those legs. Now we're going to come into some stretches, please. So if you've got a chair, we're going to grab that, please. And the first thing that we'll do is come into your calf stretch. So we're going to come behind your chair today. Take your heel down behind. Keep your core in nice and tight. Stretching out through that calf. So the back heel's down and your calf is stretching on the back foot. Make sure your hips are parallel to chair. Focusing on your breathing. Let's take a nice deep breath in, please, as you exhale. Bend that back knee slightly. Let's just bring the body up, swapping over, please. So toe, heel, back. Again, keeping your postural alignment through, shoulders, hips, knees, feet. We take a deep breath, please, as you exhale. Bend that back knee slightly. Let's take a deep breath in, please, and release and shake through. Hamstring stretch next, please. So hip width, and again, postural position as you hinge through. Bottom coming back. We can pop the hand on the quad if we're needing to. Please make sure we do keep this postural alignment through from the shoulders, hips, knees. So there's no twisting through the hips and through that back. We're going to take a deep breath, relax, bring the toe up, and again, the bottom is going back. So this will bring your stretch down a little bit lower. And bring up. So the other side, please. So hip width, small step, hinging and bottom back. Again, nice deep breathing. Let's just release that one. Bring the toes up and the bottom back, please. And we'll bring your body up and take a shake through. Now we'll come into a hip flexor stretch, please. So coming up, foot is coming up onto that chair in a 90-degree angle. We are keeping the core in nice and tight. Take a straight arm up to help us stretch through your hip flexor. Keeping this rib cage down nice and flat. Nice deep breathing, and we're going to change the positioning now, and we're taking that stretch lower through the quads. So swapping the feet, foot down, and bring the leg up behind. Keeping the knees together again, please. Focusing on your breathing. Take a deep breath in now. As you exhale, press that foot back into your hand. Let's take a deep breath, bring it in and shake it through, please. Taking your foot behind now, taking the arm up and taking the arm over. It's a nice little stretch down the side of your body. Let's take a deep breath, release that one up, tight through and the arm up and over. And release. We're going to come to the other side first again, starting with your hip flexor stretch. So flat through the front of your hip, bottom's tucked under slightly. Take a straight arm up. Let's take a deep breath and bring that arm down, swapping feet, foot coming up into quad stretch. So hip flexor through to quad. Deep breath in, please, as you exhale, foot back into hand. And bring it in, shake it through. Take the foot behind again, tucking through. Take the arm up and over to the side. Take a deep breath, relax it down. Other side, so tight through the core again. Arms coming up and over. Nice deep breathing, and we will bring that down, releasing through. So let's come onto the chairs now, please, for our hip stretch and glute stretch. Tucking through, foot coming up, and a little bit of pressure down onto those knees. Again, focusing on your nice deep breathing. And let's release and swap over, other side. Taking a deep breath in as you exhale, pressure down onto that knee. And release. Now take those feet out wider, 90-degree position through the knee. We always keep this core tucked as you hinge forward. Pressure back onto your knees, please. Really focusing on your breathing. And we'll bring that one in, legs back together, nice deep breath. Now let's come up off those chairs to finish up today's session with our lovely deep breaths. Taking your feet out nice and wide, tuck through that core, flatten out through rib cage. Take your deep breath in, please. Arms are out. We're going to inhale down and exhale up. So we inhale down and exhale 1. Inhale down, exhale 2. Inhale down, exhale 3. Inhale down and exhale up 4. And let's take a shake through the arms, shake through the legs. Thank you for joining me with today's session. Big shout out to my Barefoot beauties. If you have participated, do miss you. Anyone who hasn't participated in a barefoot session before, I'd love to hear how you feel after today's session, seeing if you feel and notice the difference with the mobility through the hips, through the feet, the strength through the feet, if it helps improve your balance. So drop me a line, let me know how you're finding it. Persevere with the barefoot training. It's hugely beneficial to your whole body. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all again very shortly.